Vortex back with the review of 2 items. These was completely separate. This, which I showed a bit, is from them. And I've had this for a few months and it's quite a nice cable for its price. So I thought I'd throw that in with this. Otherwise it'd be quite a short review. So yeah, before getting to that, this is a Kinboofi 8 core silver plated cable. You can get this in 2.5 balanced, 2.5, 3.5 and 4.4. I picked 3.5 because I don't own anything balanced yet. But yeah, nice quality cable, good strain relief. See, it's wound quite tight, it's super soft. It's a different material to what I normally check, like on the Yin U cables. You know, the nice HK, you know, them copper looking cables. It's a bit different. But, super nice, quite nice really. I bought this, so yeah, Kinboofi, that's the correct pronunciation. I bought this to use with basically any earphones that are cabled down. I know I could have done some DIY work on another pair, and you know, you strip the ear guides basically from it, but I wanted a pair, I don't have to do that. So yeah, red for right, obviously MMCX. Small bit of strain relief, yeah, no ear guide. Really nice cable. I think I bought this this was in an AliExpress sale, so it was maybe around £5, £6, £7, give or take. But yeah, red for right. Obviously that one's left. Doesn't say left or right on it, but yeah, it's a nice. And that's the cable I used to use with these, and it says yeah, it's a good cable. So anything cable down, I can use these, not a problem. So yeah, obviously I'll link both of these in the description. So yeah, the main earphone, these are called the D6, and you don't get no wire at all. That's why I included my review of that. And these are around £22, £23, I can't remember the exact price, and all you get is this carry case, 2 sets of tips. They came in this bag, 2 large tips and 2 mediums, and that's it. Which is, I think for what you get, it should cost less. And 2, if this is like one of your first earphone purchases and it doesn't come with a cable, that means you've got to buy another cable, which is, they should at least include one really. Otherwise they provided an item that you can't use out of the box. But anyway, enough of that rant. But yeah, that's all you get. So yeah, MMCX. It looks, it's, as you can see, it's incredibly clear. It reminds me of the Pro version of the NX7s from Nice HCK. It looks obviously it's got less drivers, but it looks so clear. So left MMCX. All it is I should have mentioned it. It's 1 dynamic and 2 BAs, but it's one of those double units. See if we can close. There you go. See it there. If you can't tell, there's a very small. Right there, there's a very small pipe going up to the top, or bore. So yeah, metal. Very, very fine mesh. And you can actually see, you can barely make it on video, that the bore that comes from the armatures straight to the top. Crossover section, and that's just, and there's the dynamic. So there's also, they make a custom version. So basically, if you send the seller a Photoshop, so it's a PSF, if that's correct, from memory, you send them that file format and they can custom print the back. This comes in black, blue or transparent. I wanted transparent, but you have to order 50 of them for them to do that. I'm like, I don't want to order 50, I want 1. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, brass or metal. They're very nice in the flesh. To get 2 specs, I think there's 16 ohm and 108 decibels of sensitivity. 15 hertz to 35,000 hertz. So it's enough of a range beyond your human hearing. So yeah, single dynamic, 2 BAs. It's a combined unit, so is that really one or two? I'll let you guys decide. Have a good look at that. See the one? Right. Same colour. Just says, at least to put left and right on, but anybody knows earphones knows which is which. So yeah, crossover. Comfort is good. No problems at all. It's essentially like a ZST, KZ ZST shape, or I think slightly different to my VK4s. So I have one here. So here we go. Incredible. Even the same. See it's the same angle. They're incredibly similar. A touch longer. See the height, like that way. But basically the same. If they fit you, these should fit you. So yeah. So sound. What do these sound like? They're kind of average, in my opinion, at £22-23 for something that's got no cable and no real packaging, and you know, you're awfully close to some of the budget kings like the Blonde BL03, which the Blondes I think still technically better, but that's a bit more difficult to set up because you might need different tips, different cable, blah blah blah. This should fit you. This is better fitment out of the box because it's a conventional shape. Obviously small lip to keep the tips on, so incredibly, it's so fine, the filters. There you go. Let's start with the low end. Quite different actually. It's got more sub bass than mid bass, which is I don't mind that, quite a good change, because normally it's the other way around. Elevated mid bass and maybe sub bass roll off, or low bass whatsoever. But yeah, more sub bass than mid bass. So I don't mind that. Kind of a different, you know, different sound signature. But I found the bass was kind of loose, if that's the best way to describe it. I think I've been spoilt with all these like carbon nanotube and carbon layered drivers, which are like faster. This isn't that. I think it's just a cheap dynamic drive they used. I've seen that kind of style before. So it looks like a turbine blade. These are quite cheap dynamic drivers to use. Mids, okay. There's enough detail there. It wasn't really pushed back. Nothing. Upper mids was fine. There wasn't shouty like the Sony's MH755s or even the CCA C12s. So the treble was fine. Like nothing really offensive in comparison to some of its competition. Like the CCA C10 is probably one of the closest hybrids for price. I think that's a superior IEM to this. The C10 is better. There's more detail. This seems, I wouldn't say it's dark, but the C10 is more detailed, more micro details, and that's 5 drivers compared to 3 or 2, depends if you want to call that a double unit. So yeah, treble's good, fine, nothing really offensive. It can get slightly light. It's hard to describe. I think there's a peak in the upper treble part. It can get a bit like uncomfortable is probably the best way to put it. But maybe I need to throw some more hours. These have had about 20 hours worth of use, I guess. But anyway, you can always EQ to your heart's content if you want to change what it sounds like. Isolation was good, because the only real basically venting is that for the dynamic, so the isolation was good. Sound stage I thought was average, and the imaging was average, because it's basically a combination of cheap drivers. I don't know who makes that driver, but there's no mention of Knowles obviously for its price. So I guess it's a Belsing double unit and the dynamic. So really, for what you get, these aren't cheap. These normally are much cheaper, because if KZ and CCA can put more drivers in for less and include a cable and packaging for less money. So yeah, and I think that's it. Do I recommend these? I'm a bit 50-50. I think the competition is better, like the LZ05A I reviewed a month ago, I guess, just over a month. You know, it's a single DD. I think it's probably superior, because this is in it's in a price area of competition which are quite good these days. So would I recommend these? Maybe not. There's better competition, but yeah, they're good comfort. They're quite easy to listen to, apart from it's hard to describe, but there's got to be a peak somewhere. I've never seen a graph of these, because these are such obscure, and I think that's it. That's my review. I don't. If you've already got decent hybrids or dynamics, you won't need these. They do look awesome though in the flesh. They do get fingerprint magnets, and I think that's it. So yeah, I'll be back soon with a new video. Take care and check these bad boys out. I love to see these without the QKZ VK4 driver. That would have been good. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.